Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the Seminoles offense comes on the field first today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, he's been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget? In 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022.
Wasting no time, he's going to go deep on the first play. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
First down, looking to throw the football. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Pass complete and second down now. He'll test the right side here. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And we're able to get him down. The Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down, looking to throw the ball. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And he pulls in the catch. And the Noles will line up on first and 10. And here's the handoff. He's got room looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Michigan State Spartans offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
That's caught. It's Jones. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Secondary up now, trying to jam his receivers. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. 1st and 10 play coming up.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the 1st down. And boy, over the years, especially recently, they've had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances by his Michigan State offenses. Kirk Cousins, we saw what he could do when he was at East Lansing and the job he's now doing in the NFL. Even going back to Drew Stanton, who's more of a dual threat guy. Spartans have had really good quarterback play.
Play action here on 1st down. Quick throw to the left. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So the ball at midfield. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up a 1st down.
Oh, my gosh. The defense did what they needed to do to rip that ball loose. It's on the ground. But for the offense, they're extremely fortunate that the receiver himself was able to recover the ball after that fumble.
6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Wow, you love to see this. First drive of the game, and the offense goes to the ground game to come up with that critical 1st down here on 3rd down. Impressive, and now they get a real shot.
Touchdown, Michigan State. Strong game by this quarterback. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's intercepted. Short return, tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open and just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick catch over the middle. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warwick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Going to pick up the 30 short through the air. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down. And the Seminoles come up to the line in the hurry-up. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he can...
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. On 1st and 10, look at a throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Makes the catch downfield. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a gap. It's Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a 1st down. And the Spartans lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Shotgun formation here on third down. He's running out of time here. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. Kick is up and no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Seminoles. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner trying to create good field position. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Spartans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Second down, we're going to throw it. A short completion to the tight end. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw yet again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sparty.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
PAT is good. They still trail by 4, 21-17. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown. That final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
And the returner will be brought down.
That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out, and for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
He's looking to scramble. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Spartans bring their punt team onto the field. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll hand it off. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. To come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, give him the ball.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And the ball is picked off. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game.
It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the Spartans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to give this quarterback enough time to be able to make the right read and throw. And over the years, Chris, Michigan State, that signal caller always seems to be efficient and smart and accurate. We're seeing that again today.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They call the draw play here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Short connection to the tight end here. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Seminoles will line up to boot it away. That's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Now the offense is set up with this short field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Finds an open target on the left side. He makes the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we break for the quarter third, Florida State is on top, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws a rocket toward the right side. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He lets it go on the move.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. First down, looking to throw the football. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Running with purpose. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small game by the offense.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He hands it off from the gun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Seminoles are going to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
And the running back takes the handoff. Finding space at the 20. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to score with a run to the right. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And they tack on the extra point. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First down, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. This time, a completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the Spartans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Reed. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big. Takes the handoff. Looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Spartans. Well, they had to have the touchdown here, but now they got to get the ball back and score again for a chance to go to the national championship game.
They're keeping their hope alive on that sideline. That's all you can ask for. The season's on the line. You mentioned it. Trying to get to the national championship. It's time to make a big-time play here on an onside kick.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it here. The ball is loose. So the offense retains possession and avoids a catastrophic turnover. Timeout is called here to stop the clock on this crucial possession. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here, the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this,